Hey listeners, it's Em here. I am just letting you know, or maybe reminding you, that I am filming my live show Fixed on September 27th here in New York. 2 shows, 7 and 9:30 at the Bell House in Brooklyn. I'm so excited to be taping this show. It's going to be the next and last time that I do it. So if you haven't seen it yet, please come. If you have seen it, I assure you it's at least a little different than what you've seen. Or why not come for a second watch? Bring a friend, tell your friends. If you don't live here, tell them. Really trying to sell these shows out and have the best audiences I can for this taping, so that the world can enjoy it when it goes out into the world. Tickets are on my website, or just Google Emily Wilson Bell House Fixed. It's my show all about when I was on the X Factor when I was 15 and how absolutely awful it was. So please come. It's going to be so much fun. September 27th, 7 and 9:30 at the Bell House. Lilas.
On today's app.
And no loft for me anymore, because here comes my big news. Well, you already know I'm moving, but guess what we decided?
What?
We're going to move to New Jersey.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. I wanted to see your reaction. I saw the life leave your eyes for a flash of a second.
Because I felt like you've already made the decision, so I have to support.
I know, and I saw you. I just saw it in your eyes, the fear.
That was me trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
And not being like,
really? Listen back, rewind how that really sounded. That was such a deep, really? Really?
Hey guys, this is Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City, a podcast by New Yorkers for everyone. I'm chlo.
I'm Em, and that's all you need to know.
Let's get started. Is this thing on?
Honey, the camera's been on.
Oh,
honey, the cameras have been.
God. Let's cheers to start this day.
Okay.
Okay, Belle, I see you.
Belt? Thank you.
For Chloe on it.
Yeah. We got our mini Diet Cokes because Chloe's boyfriend is cutting back on Diet Coke. If you're drinking the Diet Coke, drink the whole damn can. Full size. Hey, Chloe.
I feel like I haven't seen you really, and I'm not even really seeing you until now.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to start us off with it, and I think this will help you right now. And I know you're kind of stressed out because you're like coming from a work thing and you're still mentally, you have not decompressed from the work thing.
Right.
And you were worried about being late with us. So I know you're still frazzled.
Yeah.
But I just saw TikTok last night where this guy
you read an article?
No, I saw TikTok. See, honest, I'm not lying. And it was this guy named Henry talking about the Henry effect.
That's so
Did
humble.
you see that?
No, but I love that he called he's like, this is my thing. And it's called the Henry effect.
Yeah. And it was that he said it's something he's been doing since he was little, where this girl he was hanging out with recently was like, you seem like you have a lot of free time or something like that. And he said it's because he's been aware of ever since he was a kid. He remembers like seeing people talk to people as if they had something better to do. And he was like, I always want to make sure wherever I am, I'm making
really
people
nice.
feel like I'm sure I'm busy, but I want to seem like I'm not.
So
like,
it's being
I'm
present.
100% here. I'm not rushing you to hang out with me. I'm not thinking about something else. I'm being present. And I watched that and I was like, yeah, I got to implement the Henry effect.
It's really hard. It's really hard.
In this day and age with phones, it's really hard too. But
we're always looking for the next thing.
Yeah, but you got to really try to be present. And I'm going to promise you in this episode, I'm going to try to do the Henry effect.
I'm going to try too, because there are a lot of things going on. With everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is important. Everything is all at once around us. But I was almost going to come here and be like, I'm going to go back to that after this. And then I was like, I'm not going to plan for anything to happen after this. This is this.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
Okay.
And I'm here. And I'm queer.
Straight.
I'm straight. But you know how it do be sometimes.
Yeah, I know how it do be sometimes.
Dude, I can't even believe, like, I feel like every time we sit here and we're catching up, we're all catching up.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many things that I want to say, but I need them to come in naturally, because I feel like they'll be really shocking for me to just sit here and be like, can you believe X, Y, and Z?
No.
So I'm going to naturally do it.
Okay.
So what's up?
Wait, I thought you were going to rattle
No,
stuff
I'm going to
off.
like put it in naturally.
Okay.
Because remember the last time we did this a couple days ago?
Uh-huh.
Months? Year? And you were like, I have something to tell you. And you let me do my whole fucking rigmarole. And then at the end, you're like, I'm moving. And we were all like, and then it was like, on next week's app.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Go
what?
ahead.
What? How do you know I have something? I mean, I
No.
do, but
Because you always
why are
do.
you passing the torch to me?
Because I'm like tired of me today. I'm like, I've
Really?
been working so like this is
It's fashion week.
it's like self-important for what? I'm making decisions, like I'm like, this is what we have to
self-important.
do.
You think you're acting self-important?
A little bit.
Why?
Well, because when
'Cause
you're
you're
like,
late.
well, yeah. And I'm like, I'm late. I was late today and I was late. And my excuse was one party has to be mad at me and they're paying me more.
Right.
And it's like, fuck off.
But guess what? Are they going to be your friends in 5 years?
No, but I thought that's what I thought in a second. I was like, but you guys will be. And this one late.
No, it's like
Oh,
fully.
no, you're not going to be my friend in 5 years?
No, I will, but it's fully your job. I was saying like it's for me to expect you to like report to me over like your job.
No, but also then I started to think really about Nicole.
Yeah, well, Nicole, yes.
Yes,
Nicole,
and that was my first thought.
I am your friend and coworker. Nicole is your coworker and friend.
And like,
right? Would you say that order?
Yeah.
So, there is another party involved.
I was also, I was like, Nicole this is her job.
Yeah.
This is your job. This is my job.
This is my job too.
This is all of our jobs, but I was like, Nicole, I can't let her down.
Well, they also say treat it like a job. You got to treat it like a job if you want it to be a job.
Period.
You got to treat it like a job.
This whole beginning is us being like, we've heard these things have been said about this thing.
What?
Sayings. Like,
sayings.
You got to do this. It's like, let's just be.
Yeah, it's funny because we are also
What?
Sam yesterday. What, you or me? What to you? Okay.
Me.
Sam yesterday asked me, oh, that's horrifying. I look at my phone and it's our own clip. I was posting it before you got here.
Like it.
Sam asked me, like it, subscribe it. Like it, subscribe it, share it, send it, comment it.
Right, review,
bookmark it.
subscribe.
Right, review, subscribe.
So do you know?
Diet Dr. Pepper, stop at 1985, 5 score and 10 years before Chloe was born, when they only had clocks.
In the Times Square.
In the Times Square and railroads and the sun. Yeah. Whoa. Sam asked me how you were yesterday, and I was like, I've only really been seeing her when we record. And sometimes that's nice because then we have so much to talk about.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, oh my God, let's hang out, girl.
I really want to hang out with you.
Girl.
Like, come on. I love that.
I love that too. And I took that from Ryan Baggs, right? Have we talked about this? That I took all that from Ryan Baggs? I've talked to him about it.
Like I know because I know Ryan Baggs.
Right.
And I know his humor and I know certain things he does.
And now
then
you're
you get
doing it.
stuck on them and then I get extra stuck on them.
Right.
And now Ollie's starting to do dumb shit. And I'm like, it's from
well,
us.
it's not dumb shit. It's fucking hilarious.
Come on.
Come on. That's Ryan Baggs. He
I
does
miss
that.
him. We talk about Ryan Baggs in every episode.
I love Ryan Baggs. I was on the phone with him before you got here.
We should have Ryan Baggs on the pod.
We should.
And he could sit right here.
He could sit right in the middle. No, we would need another seat for a guest in this room.
Not Ryan Baggs.
Yeah, Ryan Baggs.
You're right.
Yeah, Emily. Emily's
Yeah,
not going to
Chloe.
sit 3 people on the couch.
Okay.
What was that on your arm? There was something on your arm, and you had so much else going on that I wasn't going to be like, and you have something on your arm.
Do you know what it is?
What?
It's a sticky note. It's someone's name.
Yeah, okay.
From my seating chart.
Are you okay?
No.
What's wrong?
I'm not okay.
Is it work or is it something else?
It's work.
Okay. Okay. Just a lot of stress.
It's just like, let me just do this really quick.
Hey man, no, real quick. This is a podcast. This is a sit down podcast. This isn't an
Are
1
you
minute
okay?
TikTok.
No, and then we should have ended the podcast. It should just go black.
Go to credits. Chloe,
Okay.
Emily, Nicole, our coworker and friend.
Rest in pussy, girls. Okay.
Woo!
Come on.
Come on.
Okay.
Ryan Baggs.
So you know how we talked about Atomic Habits, which was not the book?
Yes, and I was gonna bring that up. Please, I was gonna bring that up.
Bring it up right now.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking out there. Okay.
You guys.
Hello? God. It
She's
does
right
kind
there.
of feel like something's up there, present one.
I should put a picture.
Presence-wise.
I know what I'm going to do.
Put a ghost. Put a picture of a ghost for us to look at.
Yeah, to reference.
Okay, Atomic Habits.
Which is not the book that, Atomic Habits is not the book that I'm going to reference, but
Okay.
we always think it is.
Okay.
Of like.
Oh, The Old Man and the Philosopher. What was that book? What was it called?
Exactly. I have no idea.
You gotta remember, man.
It's somewhere in this house apartment. Okay. Whereas it's the mind shift of like making everything fun, even though it's your job.
Our generation needs so much help. All
What?
these books. It's like the key to happiness is telling yourself that everything's okay.
Do you kind of think that's like Gaslight City? Do you think that this podcast is
manifesting? Manifesting is gaslighting yourself. Or affirmations is just gaslighting
correct?
yourself.
That's so real.
Yeah, I'm realizing that right now. Affirmations like I'm amazing. No, you're not.
Yeah,
you're gaslighting yourself.
I always gaslight myself.
So gaslighting is the key to happiness in a way.
We say green light to gaslight.
Okay. You heard it here last.
This podcast is kind of like a self-help podcast now.
For only the people talking?
Totally. No,
Okay.
like we're giving everyone all these little tips and tricks to take
Are
with
we
them.
though?
Okay. So I decided I was going to make my job more fun by making content.
I hate my haircut right now. I just remembered that I got it cut.
I love it.
And I hate the first week of my haircut.
I think you look amazing.
Thanks. Okay. You decided to make your job more fun by making content?
Yeah, by like becoming an influencer.
Mm-hmm.
Not becoming one, trying to be one. And then I realized, I was like, this is going to be fun. I'm going to highlight everything I do in my day so it makes me look like I'm a busy girl, because I am. And then I realized after, I was
How
like,
much work it takes?
It takes so much. It's another thing. And I was like, I just did. Now everyone who watched my TikTok can see. I worked 4 events the other day. And I was like, I recorded it all. And I'm tired. And I don't want to do that.
It's like a full-time commitment, social media.
Yeah, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, no.
So that was going to be the fun for me.
Yeah,
That was
then
supposed to be
became
fun.
work.
Yeah.
How do you ruin
Love
something
what
you love?
you
do? You work, huh?
Love what you
Make
do.
it your
You
job.
never work a day in your life. It's another one for you guys. But that's not the truth.
Not the truth. You gotta work. You gotta work. You gotta work. But you should love your work.
Are you
So-
okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay, actually. I am. I'm
Okay.
actually in a new chapter. Yes. I was talking to Nicole about this before you got here.
You moved.
Well, yeah, it all happened.
And then I just blinked.
You blinked and I
You
moved.
blink and you turn 40.
No.
Debbie. Do you know what that's from?
No.
This is 40.
This is 40. I could have guessed that. Started to guess that. Too late. Gets it too late. Diet Dr. Pepper, established 1885. 5 score and 10 years before Chloe was born, when they only had clocks, railroads, and the sun.
They only at the time. The moon?
No
Was
moon.
not
or
here.
the sun. So John and I applied to an apartment.
Another one.
And so the one we applied to, we didn't get
Yeah.
because there was like a bidding war. That's how effed this New York City market is
Yeah.
right now. That like there's bidding wars on
Rent?
rentals.
Like, why would you go up if you, like, we want to go down?
Yeah, and also like,
What if-
it wasn't a bidding war. It was like, hey, someone else offered more. You have one chance to also offer more, but I can't tell you what they offered.
Like,
And
we're
I was
also
like,
seeing the bare minimum of like, we're seeing shit apartments. Why would we go up? We want to, like, at all. It's not
because
that deep.
there's no choice. All the good ones everyone wants, and they'll pay, and people are stupid. I was talking to my dad about it yesterday, telling him
Right.
like the different ones that I saw that were literally the size of this room, marketed as a 1-bedroom, and they just put a wall in the middle, and like so it's like your fridge, your oven, your stove, and then a wall, and it's like, oh, it's a 1-bedroom. It's like, this is a studio,
Yeah.
and it's like, I don't even want to say how much, like crazy
Yeah.
expensive. And I was telling my dad about it, and he was like, he got so upset. He was like, yeah, well, you know, the people who are taking those are stupid. And I was like, yes, but also,
So I was like, this is their job.
this is it. Like,
Yeah.
like there's no real choice. So hello.
Hi.
Hey guys,
Em.
we found one that is great.
Wait, do you remember on TikTok when they'd be like, the broker, you'd be like, I don't want to pay that much. And then the people were like, she doesn't know I know this hack.
Erica,
Yeah.
she doesn't know that I watch Erica's TikTok.
And then she's like, I'm not going to pay.
yeah.
And then she's like, you don't have to pay.
Yeah, but it's like, you have to pay.
Like
right?
when the bill came at dinner last night,
When the pill came.
I was
Okay,
like,
everybody time to take your pill.
The bill came.
That's like 1984 shit.
Yeah.
When the bill came.
When the bill came, I was like, she doesn't know I know this hack. We're not going to pay. And then
Yeah.
everyone was like, I don't get it. And I was like, different demographic. But that was funny. That was humor
Different
for you guys.
feed. Yeah. No. We were all there with you.
Mm.
We, the listeners, because I'm one of them, because I
Yeah.
have to make clips.
Yeah.
You
two are
otherwise I
listeners.
wouldn't.
I don't listen.
Otherwise I wouldn't listen.
Aw.
We have the same feeds.
Also, can I just say, speaking of the listeners,
Uh-huh.
we have been getting so many DMs from so many people saying hilarious shit. Like people are asking up questions and commenting on things that I did not even remember we said.
Yeah.
And I love that so fucking much. I've been responding.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I've seen that because I get the push notifications, but only of what they're saying.
Yeah. And you're
so
like,
I can
what
see
is she
that,
talking about?
Yeah, you're talking to
It's so
someone.
fucking funny. This one person was like, what are your guys' favorite sports bar? And I was like, you don't fucking listen because we don't go.
We
to
don't
sports
go.
bars.
Although
But
it is
love.
fun. Whenever I have been to a sports bar, I'm like, this is awesome.
It's like
everyone's
games.
living room combined in one. It's like a big social atmosphere. God, I wish I liked sports. I just can't get into them.
You have to pay for drinks. It's like they're
So you got to pay for them when you have them at home too. Honey, where do you think they come from? Your Gucci? They're coming from the store.
I can
They come from the store. You got to go to the store, say hi. I'd like a 6-pack. Here's my money. Okay.
You must not know the hack then, because they come out of my cooch.
You produce beer out of your cooch?
Yeah, yeast is beer.
That's true.
I don't. I produce tequila.
Ah.
I don't drink.
Mm-hmm. Oh
So-
my God, still, huh?
Yeah,
Still don't drink.
yeah. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I talked about it.
I was going to say, the longer you've been sober, the less you've talked about it.
It's almost like it's a lifestyle.
In the
now.
beginning, you were like, I've been sober for 5 years. And now that it's actually your lifestyle,
I've been
you
sober
don't
for
talk
3
about it.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't drank
That's
since your wedding.
That's amazing.
I haven't drank since your wedding.
Wow.
Not like it's been that long, but I had an Aperol and then another Aperol before I did my speech because I was scared to death,
Yeah.
and that helped. Not really. I was still equally scared, but yeah, I don't drink, and I don't think I'll ever drink again.
Good for you, man.
I'd rather do other shit.
Like mushrooms.
Not even
and
that.
Adderall.
I don't even mean that, dude. I meant like fucking smell the grass and look at the sun.
Yeah, that's a good mentality, man.
I would
That's like-
take any Adderall you ever gave me, ever, for free because I can't get a prescription because I'm on such high dosages of sleeping pills. Dosages of sleeping pills. They won't give it to me. Even though I don't take them, they can see that the last time I picked them up. And
Why don't you stop taking sleeping pills?
I don't take them.
So why not unsubscribe, unprescribe?
I know.
Because then you could get Adderall.
Yeah. Will you do it with me in the room? We should not do this.
Podcast?
I think we should not have a podcast anymore. No, I don't think we should say the things that we say all the time. What? We have a podcast. But I mean, like, we're like, Adderall's so fun. You should all get prescribed. It's like,
When did we say that?
I just did.
I certainly never said that.
But remember when I was like, we shouldn't talk about cigarettes, and then we went like viral and people were like obsessed? Like, I always think that people are going to say, like, you guys suck because you're promoting cigarettes. But every single person
Yeah,
commented.
it's always the opposite of
like
what you
being
think they're
like,
going to say.
fuck yeah. Like, one time when I said, like, I hate women.
Mhm. People got mad when you said that?
Yeah.
Really?
It was like, I thought that they were going to be like, she's funny because it's obviously satire.
Yeah.
And then a few people said they want to stick forks in their eyes whenever I open my mouth. It's like, I can't figure you out.
Yeah. Yeah. The internet is so mean.
It's so fucking mean. Sometimes it makes me want to cry. I love it.
Yeah.
No, but I definitely was like confused by the responses we get.
Yeah. Why?
Because I thought like people would know our humor at this point, and they don't.
But it's like when something blows up, it's people who don't necessarily, not necessarily 99.999% of the people watching it don't listen to the podcast.
That's so true, bestie.
And the hope is that they go, what's this? Maybe I want to listen to it.
You're right. It's unfortunate.
How's
but-
that for some inside baseball? So you're going to love this, Chloe. I have more big news. And look at it. Look at how that happened again. We're at the end. No, we're not at the end, are we? Are we?
Dude,
Yeah, no. Okay.
I
But
think we just started, and I
we're-
think we haven't said one thing.
I don't think we've said one thing either, but we're this deep in and I have big news. John, should I sing it?
John's pregnant.
I really am at the point in my life where if I say I have big news, everyone thinks I'm going to say I'm pregnant.
I know you're not. That's why I said John.
Is pregnant. That would be fun if
I want John to be
like we could
pregnant.
each get pregnant.
Yeah,
I
I want
want
John.
No, I want to be pregnant.
I want John to carry my baby.
Yeah.
Aw, in his little suit. You know that photo that I love of John?
No. Oh, from
Yeah.
New Year's?
No, that's the tux. And you know I
from
love
the
Tweety in a
wedding.
tux.
From the
From
wedding.
the wedding,
That
he's in this
other
like
wedding.
suit. Put it here. Put it here.
Okay.
That's the cutest boy I've ever seen. Imagine him pregnant. Please.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah. John pregnant would be really
Okay,
cute,
what's
but
your
he'd be
news,
a nightmare to take care of. Oh my God.
He'd live with me.
Why?
'Cause he's
suddenly you're having a baby with my husband and
He's
he's living with
carrying
you?
my baby for me.
Okay.
But not my baby. He's carrying like me and Ollie's baby. He's my surrogate.
Oh, okay. And he gets to live with you?
Yeah, I have to watch everything he does to make sure it's okay with me.
Right. Okay.
That's
No
fucked
loft.
up.
No loft for your surrogate. And no loft for me anymore. Because here comes my big news. Well, you already know I'm moving, but guess what we decided?
What?
We're going to move to New Jersey.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. I wanted to see your reaction. I saw the life leave your eyes for a flash of a second.
Because I felt like you've already made the decision, so I have to support.
I know, and I saw you. I just saw it in your eyes, the fear.
That was me trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
And not being
You went,
like,
really? Listen back, rewind how that really sounded. That was such a deep, really? Really? But you were ready to support me, and I know you're a good friend.
No, because you said we've made the decision.
And I saw you in that moment also, because you know how stuff like that happens, and then in a nanosecond you have 10,000 thoughts.
I circulated them.
I know that one of your thoughts was, of course that happened today.
Yeah.
Of course I'm finding this out
I
today
actually
after this event.
we wouldn't have done a second episode because I would have said I have to go to my next thing.
Yeah, you would.
And I would have been like, my best friend's moving too. So fucking die, Chloe.
Yeah, but I'm not. Don't worry. Actually,
was that fun for anyone?
That's going to make this even more fun. You know what's funny? I wasn't even going to lie. And then in the moment, I was like, let me lie.
Yeah, because
that's your favorite thing? And you love that?
I love when people lie.
This is going to make you feel so much better.
Tell me right now, you're moving.
Yeah! Woo! Throw a party! Dead ass.
Where?
Dead ass. We applied to an apartment in the West Village.
Come on now.
Come on, everybody. Come on. Get up. Move your feet. Let's go. Come on. We're going to the West Village. All of us. Let's get on the train.
Come on. That changes everything.
I know. So you want to hear what happened? So I'll tell you.
I'm still a little
verklempt from New Jersey.
Yeah, like
overwhelmed.
I'm like,
because it kind of made you go, well, that is going to happen one day.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like when you do that, I kind of feel like I'm moving to New Jersey one day.
Yeah, I think everyone's going to come with us.
Yeah.
We're all going to go to one house.
Ryan Banks, we're going to New Jersey.
Come on, Ryan.
Listen to this episode, I dare you.
He does listen sometimes. Sometimes he texts me like.
So awesome when our best friends listen. It's like.
I know, I'm like, you can't get enough.
Yeah.
In a good way. Like, you can't get enough.
I was also thinking like, it's very rare.
Totally.
That our best friends would listen.
Totally.
So it's like, because you guys are kind of like my best friends now.
You don't even listen. Well, I guess.
That's not really true. Every time, can I just say.
Hold on.
You're moving to the West Village.
I'm moving to the West Village. So here's what happened.
Are you freaking out or what?
No, she's like half dead, dude. Her eyes are half open.
She's too fat to function.
Whoa! Tables have turned.
Tables have turned. Stops to bang. She is so fat.
So I'm moving to the West Village.
And you're moving to the West Village?
And what happened was we went to look at this apartment, not the one I talked about in the last episode, but there was a different one on our block that was like more money, but it kind of had dishwasher, laundry in the building, an actual bedroom, no loft. And it like kind of fit the bill. It wasn't amazing. I wasn't thrilled about it, but based on the market right now, I was like, this will do.
Yeah. I love that we're at the age where I know what you mean. Like, you know, when you hear older adults being like, based on the market, and where you're little and you're like, now I'm like, I've been out there in the market.
I know, but I still don't
know.
Really
I know.
Like,
I totally know.
They're always like, yeah, no, it's not a buyer's market. I'm like, I know. That I don't know. Well, that I don't know. Well, it's not a buyer's market or a renter's. It's just a bad market. But I'm like, I don't know why.
I do.
Why?
It must be because it must be because I don't know.
Come on, make up what you think the reason is.
It's not a buyer's market because people who are buying have taken all of them and there's no more for you to buy. So it's really, if you're a buyer, it's already been bought. You can't buy it now.
Because there's no more left?
Because there's no more left. And that's kind of it. But the renter's market is bad because there's no more to rent. We've rented them all. What?
That's a really unfeasible answer.
Really?
But I love how you try to sell it.
Do you think it's not a seller's market?
That's certainly not true.
Are you sure?
What you just said?
Yeah, you can't. It's not a buyer's market because you can't buy anything because they're already bought.
No, go online. They're all there.
They're just too much.
They're just like everything's priced high. See, I don't even know.
I got it.
don't
I think I
know.
got it. It's everything's going up because there are less. Because they're all getting priced. What?
No.
We don't know. And that's okay. We don't have to know everything.
No,
It's
you know what I think?
It's just a podcast.
You're right. And we don't claim to be real estate moguls.
Yeah, we're not. We don't even claim to be moguls of anything except for the craftsmanship of Chloe and Emily existing.
That's so true.
We don't even claim that. We've never have until, right?
No.
I claim it.
I think it's because like there's a lot of people who don't live here that are really, really wealthy have bought out apartments just to have the real estate. And that drives it up, I think. Like the uber wealthy buying. Okay. Anyway.
We don't need to know.
Point is, it's hard to, it all
Not
sucks.
you boring.
No, I know. The topic. Don't worry. And anyway, so it's a shitty market. So I found this apartment that was like reasonably priced. I was like, this will do. I told the agent, I was like, we're gonna sign for it.
We'll take it.
My husband just needs to see it. My husband I have, he needs to see it first. And then the guy goes, oh, they're so annoying, these fuckers. He goes, oh, who really makes the decisions? I went, how about you fucking take my finger and stick it up your ass? You like it up there?
He would like it.
I bet you would with my sharp nail.
They
I'll
all
scratch
do.
your pancreas. Yeah, how's that sound? Not too pleasant. Don't fuck with me, bitch.
I can't
anyway,
believe in
yes, my husband does need to see
I
it.
can't believe in 2024 someone has the cooch to do that. To be like, oh, your man, bring in your man. It's like,
or like poking at me, like who's really making the
Wait, but
decisions?
also,
I'm like, the person I live with I want him to see this place before you scam me into buying
for
it?
all you know, it's a woman.
Exactly.
Your
Yeah, my husband is a woman. So think, okay, before you
speak.
Can I see it now? Or so I took John to see it,
Right?
And John, I could tell he
your
didn't like it.
Husband does make the decisions. Have this final say.
No, we actually totally make equal decisions. I will say that we like are always on the same. We always make sure we're on the same page. We never make a decision that the other doesn't want. And I wanted to get this apartment, and then John saw it, and I can tell when we were in there, he was kind of like sweeping through. And in my head, I was
Sweetie
like,
makes the decision. I think in
it.
30 seconds flat, he knows everything. His next
Yeah,
move.
he has good intuition.
When he wants to leave a restaurant and he's decided he's done eating, it's like the bill can't come sooner. We gotta get out.
Yeah, but that's like different because that's just like grow up and sit down. Kevin has that too. My brother, he's like, I have to go.
Ollie has
like,
that too.
One second.
But I like that John's like he knows his next move.
Yeah,
this podcast is dedicated to my sweetie,
to Chloe's husband.
That'd be so cool if one day I was like, I need my husband to look over it, and Sweetie came and looked.
Oh, so you want to marry my husband?
But
you want it to be John or you want a husband? Which one?
If I have a husband, I want it to be John.
Okay.
But if I have a sweetie, I want it to be my sweetie.
I would think it would be the opposite.
It is.
Okay.
Also, Sweetie actually is my dad. So I would want Sweetie to check things, like to make sure it's safe for me.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So John sees it. I can tell he doesn't like it. As soon as we leave, I was like, what? And he was like, is that it? Is that like we're finally moving and that's what we're going to do for that much more money? Like, and then I was like, well, I think we should. Like, the market is so bad. And the day before this, had the market, man. The day before this, I had like not a meltdown, but I just was so depressed.
A mini melt?
And it was freaking him out.
It was a mini melt?
A mini melt with no tears. A no tears melt. You ever have those? Where you're like...
Most of the time, my melts...
I'm not even going to cry. I'm just like, fuck all this. Totally. I had one of those. And...
Fuck!
And I was like, I don't feel like I do anything anymore. I feel like my life's monotonous. And I know some of that has to do with getting Stella and still like coming out of puppy era. Like puppy era keeps you at home and keeps you very antisocial.
Right.
So I know it was like lingering of that.
And you haven't seen your girl in a while.
Well, and I was like, I feel like I either like doing my podcast or the Red Room or I'm fucking home. Like I don't do anything anymore. I don't see anyone anymore. I'm so fucking boring. And I had that kind of mini melt the day before
it's actually
that.
That's called an existential crisis.
Yes.
That's exactly what that is. When it's like...
And I wasn't even getting my period.
What's
and
the point?
I was very aware of that. I was like, I'm not even ovulating. Like,
can you tell I'm ovulating?
You are? Yeah, because of your aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he's like, I don't want this apartment. I was like, well, great. Our life sucks. This sucks. You don't want it? Like, what are we going to, it already sucks that we have to move.
Yeah.
Like, this sucks.
You find it.
The next morning, I always wake up like 3 hours before John. And he goes to bed like 3 hours after me. So I wake up. Sometimes he like texts me TikToks whenever I'm asleep.
Okay.
And he sent me these apartment listings all downtown.
Wait, but those aren't real.
Huh?
They are?
No. Like sometimes he sends me text. He texts me, and then I wake up to text because he's sleeping, but he wants to tell me something. But he's gonna be asleep when I wake up. Wants me to know first thing.
It's like your agenda.
Yeah, it's like passing me a note.
Yeah,
he's like passing a note in class, and
it's
I
so
read it in the
cool.
morning.
It's like future Emily.
Here you go.
That's like we used
It's
to
John
do that
from
a little
3
bit.
a.m.
Like I would go fall asleep at like 8 p.m. and then I'd wake up to your text and respond at like 1 a.m.
Yeah,
and you'd be
notes.
like, Chloe's gonna know. You're gonna be like, you're probably awake from your second sleep.
Right?
Was that you?
I don't think so. So I just was ready to play along so we can move on.
Oh my god.
Selfishly, he sends me these street easy listings for apartments downtown.
That's peculiar.
And I go with no explanation. And I go, downtown. And suddenly I'm like, we can move downtown. Like, as if.
Yeah. You've only looked. You've closed off your mind to the lower half.
I was telling Nicole before. I was like, for like the 2 hours that you were in here, I was telling Nicole, I was like, I've been on the Upper West Side, so in my mind, I've just like, and I've made that my personality.
Yeah.
So I didn't even think to look outside of it. Like, I'm like, obviously, we're going to stay on the Upper West Side. But like, the truth is, the market is so bad that it's like, if we have to be like spending much more than we're spending now anyway, why not go live the life we dreamed of living when we were at NYU in the dorms of like, maybe one day we'll be married and living.
Yeah.
And it's like, hello, day has come.
Hi,
we're married.
you're
We live in New
downtown.
York. We can go live downtown.
Love it.
And so that was the thinking behind it. And it was like, we suddenly, as soon as we broke that open, everything changed. We got so excited. I was like, oh my God, like, yes, I want to live downtown. I want to like walk outside and like shit's going on. And listen, I'm not bashing the Upper West Side by any means.
You never will.
Lo and behold, or Lord knows,
Lo and behold,
a knock at the door. Lord knows, that's a lyric from one of the cut songs from my show Fixed. You know, probably in a couple of years I'll be back up there and whatever. And I love the Upper West Side dearly.
Don't worry, Upper West Side's not
dearly.
offended. They don't listen to the pod.
Okay, but I
But
want everyone
they
to know.
might.
Also, now as soon as I know I'm gonna leave it, I'm like so like I love it here.
Yeah,
like that
you're
always
gonna love it
happens.
downtown, mama.
I am gonna love it downtown.
You know how much time we're gonna spend together?
Totally. And I was like, I'll see my brothers more. I'll see you more.
Okay.
Well, I said totally as in you and my brothers.
And then me again.
Asha, my other friends who live downtown. It's so much easier for me to get to shows. I can walk to the Red Room. Like,
I mean,
so many doors opened, and it was just like, I think we just never thought about moving downtown because we never thought about moving until this just happened. And then now it's like, okay, we can afford to reasonably live downtown for a bit. I mean, I will say the apartment we applied to, definitely more than we wanted to spend.
I mean, the market.
But the
We
market.
know.
Come on,
We all know
you guys,
here.
the
We're
market.
all in.
But the way we're thinking about it is like, this is temporary. Like, we're going to.
Nothing. Yeah. You like.
It's temporary. If any, like, we can always move. And when we moved into the apartment we're in now, I was also telling Nicole, because remember, you weren't here for like a day.
Right.
The apartment we're in now was a financial risk. And sometimes when you take those risks, when you leap,
The net will appear.
bingo, bango,
That's
bongo.
that has actually changed my life.
Yeah, and right now moving downtown feels like it's leaping and the net will appear. And it also feels like
I'll hold the net, bitch.
you'll hold that fucking net for me. And
We're here.
yesterday, Sam asked me, how's married life? And I thought to
He
myself,
was asking you a lot of questions yesterday, huh?
yeah, how's Chloe? Well, he's my friend.
That's really nice. That's
We were
a good
catching up. We
trait.
spent the day together. We had a tech rehearsal for my special. September 27th at the Bell House.
They know because we've talked
It's at
about
the beginning of every episode. You wouldn't know that? You don't watch.
I do. That's why I just said it. They know. It's at the beginning.
Hey! Woo! Come on!
Now who's aggressive?
Me.
You.
I'm a rising Aries. I'm always going to be aggressive. So Sam was like, how's married life? And I was like, I don't know because I don't really know because we got Stella right away. So it's conflated with like dog mom life.
Totes.
But then I was ruminating and I was like, I actually think if we didn't get Stella, I would have been so depressed after the wedding, even more than I was in terms of dealing with the come down. Because if our life went back to exactly what it was before, there's something so dissatisfying about that of like, so what does this even mean then? Like, why do we like, and it would make me want to have a kid right away. Or like, there's something about getting married where you go like, this is
Now
supposed
what?
to, it's supposed to be a new chapter. And It's
Totally.
supposed to be a new chapter. And getting Stella right here, she got really
Stella.
big overnight. This is her.
Hi, Stelly Lou.
And having to move feels like it's actually starting a new chapter. And I guess that's like really just me venting on this podcast, using it as like a therapy thing. And it's not really that funny or interesting. But it really feels like we are encouraging and not manifesting. We're like bringing about, because we're changing this one very big aspect of our life. I think it's going to bring about like a energy of change and growth, and hopefully all other areas too.
I think it's a really, really good decision. I think it's really exciting to start a new chapter.
Yeah.
Married together in a new
apartment.
Get vibes. This. Fall is coming. School. We're going back to school.
Fall is coming. Well, the other thing too was we were like, we got to move before fall, because we were going to wait. We technically have till November, but I was like,
trees.
And before John goes back to SNL, I got to get those trees.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the fall foliage. But anyway, I'm supposed to hear today. Like, we fully have applied to this apartment, and like I will probably hear today or tomorrow if we got it. And then like I'm gonna move.
Let us know.
I will. You'll know. But anyway, I thought that was so exciting. Awesome. I'm gonna live like a walking distance from you, dude.
I'm thrilled. I'm still recouping from the Jersey
Village
thing. I'm recouping from my day.
I know that was a big scare, and I'm not one to do that. I'm not that person who's like, you know who is that person? Ryan Beggs. This is the Ryan Beggs podcast.
Let's like call this episode Ryan Beggs.
Should I call him and put him on live?
No. Yes. Okay, so I have a question. This has nothing to do with moving and anything in our life, but
don't look at my feet.
A lot of people have been talking to me about their dating life.
Mm-hmm.
And
can she actually move real quick?
Oh.
Because
are you gonna shove her over? Roll.
Roll. It's a 2-hand operation with a girl of her size.
That's actually mean.
I've noticed a lot in the episodes that I'm like sagging, and I'm like, pick it up, pick it up.
Yeah.
I'm like sinking into the couch.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa. Penis. Yeah, it's okay. Part of me wants one. Part of me will always want one.
I love that.
So people you know are dating.
So
really? Ellie's got something to say.
So, okay, a lot of people I know are dating in New York City.
Yeah.
It's really hard to meet a man, apparently. Wouldn't know. I was that once on Hinge. I met my boyfriend on Hinge. Do you want to know the secret? I met my boyfriend on Tinder. I know. I did. I met Ollie on Tinder. But I always say Hinge because Tinder, everyone's like, what? But in 2018, we were on Tinder. Are you freaking out? I am. Don't do this.
I wanted to see how long you would answer yourself.
Don't do this.
It was Tinder.
Yeah, I met my boyfriend on Tinder.
Wait, that's T. Is it?
It is. No, it is. It's like sloppy McGloppy.
So that's kind of hotter. Hinge is like, oh, it's so tied up with a bow.
No, Bumble.
Did you meet your boy? No, you met him in college.
Bumble is tied up with a bow. Hinge is like, I'm fucking for real. And Tinder's like, let's bang.
Yeah, and that's so much more fun. It's like you met on Tinder and you wound up
getting married.
Yeah, that's like, to me, Hinge is like, oh,
so here's
Tinder
the
is
thing.
like, really? So it was like
Tinder is
cock before rock.
Oh, come on.
New saying. Cock before rock.
I think that's most people, unless you're religious.
No, I mean, it was like you were attracted to
his cock
the
before
big
him.
FD before the idea of marrying. None of that even rhymed.
I knew exactly what you meant. And I'm going to stop you right there because it didn't make any sense.
Stop right there. I'm in.
Yeah. I always quote Ashley Gavin.
Yeah.
I actually think about that quote all the time.
Yeah.
I've said it on the pod a lot.
It's one of her jokes.
Okay. So you guys, people have been wanting to show me this. I need your advice.
Okay.
For them.
Okay.
I need your advice for them. So let's say like a friend of mine has matched with a guy on Hinge and then they're talking. They switch to the texting because, you know, you're talking Hinge, you switch to the texting and then you make a plan.
Mm-hmm.
2 times my friends have gone to show me him and he's unmatched with them. Because they've switched to texting, in my head, she's like, wait, he unmatched with me. And she's like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, don't freak out, babe. He unmatched with you because he's already on the second level with you. You're already texting.
Wait.
What do you think?
Why would he unmatch?
I know. I think like straights are doing that.
Straights?
Yeah.
Why only straights?
Because that's the only thing I've been dealing with. The straight men are like, they're like, oh, I've already texted her. We're off Hinge. That's how straights talk. Straights talk. Straight talk.
they're like clearing their hinge.
Yeah, they're like on to the next. They're like organizing. They're sifting. They're making.
Well, men are so not organized, so I'm like, can't be that.
So they're unmatching with them, but they're still texting them. Like
something's nefarious. Something smells like of
boy.
nefarious behavior.
Is it weird?
Why would you like why? If anything, I would always want to like save it of like. If it works out, it's like, this was the first conversation we had. Or like save it if you're going on the date and you to like reference a joke from like, if you want to remember details, like have the receipts because you know what I mean?
Totally.
I'm
like, as you were saying that, I was like, if I re-downloaded Tinder, could I find my match with Oliver Sacks and find the first thing he said?
Like try.
I can't. If I download Tinder, it's like
you're gonna cheat. If I have it there, I'm totally gonna cheat on him.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
But I like that more of like the temptation is all around.
Yeah, no, but that's actually true. And in Atomic Habits, they say people who have self-control, it's not that they actually have self-control, it's that they remove temptation from their vicinity.
Totally. That's why,
So
have you seen my fridge? Ollie can't eat anymore. He's on a diet. There's nothing in there.
Yeah. And it's like, but then you'll just Uber Eats it. But it's like, well, delete Uber from your apps, and then it's a whole lot of steps to get Uber Eats down.
Do you want to know something?
You got to remove the temptation from being right there.
Exactly that.
And that's actually a really, really good advice from that book. I was going to say that and one other thing, but keep going.
That's really good. When I moved and my dad passed away and I have no money now, you know.
That whole thing?
That's happened to me still. Yeah. This girl.
Yeah, still happening.
I'm just like you guys, but trauma.
Yeah.
And we all have that.
Mm-hmm.
So I deleted the Amazon app because I don't have Amazon. But then I was like, I could still charge it to my mom. And then I was like, that's not nice. She also has no money now. So then I decided, I was like, I'm going to delete the Amazon app. So I stopped spending on Amazon.
Now you use Ollie's.
Now I use Ollie's.
Do you?
Yeah. His mom's. Thank you, Amy.
Oh my God. It's giving like Bushwick starter pack. Have you seen those?
What the fuck do you know about a Bushwick starter pack, girl?
When I've like online where it's like
I'm like for the streets, but then I'm actually like I'm trust fund hippie.
Yeah, people who are like, sorry, I can't get an Uber. I've charged too many to my mom's Uber this month.
That's like your joke.
What joke?
Oh, my Uber's here.
My Uber's here? Oh, I had an early days joke about that. Yeah, but
do you know?
Not anymore. I got cut off after.
Yeah, no, I don't have that either. When my dad died, I don't have any of that. So
right.
Don't make it seem like right now like I'm
I'm not. But sometimes I do wonder how many people I know are still getting an allowance.
Dude,
access.
More than you would think.
And I mean,
it's disappointing, but it's also I'm jealous.
Of course. Well, yeah, and you could frame it in different ways of like, well, is having a house in New Jersey to go to a version of that? Sure. Getting free rides into the city, but like a literal cash flow allowance. Like
that would
I do wonder because I stopped thinking to know that anymore, and I'm like, it's definitely more than I think.
I actually think about that a lot because I think about like I'm like, oh, I have no money, and then I'm like I see people doing things, but then again, it's like you pick and choose what you like. It would look maybe to someone like I'm living this lifestyle of like luxe,
yeah,
because I'm like you're only seeing the lux.
Yeah.
You're not seeing me like
cry
every day.
Right. But it is
I think a lot of people in New York City are
because a lot of people I know, I'm like, well, that job certainly doesn't pay enough for the lifestyle you're living.
Totally. But we don't know because like how much do you think I make off bleep this out? How much do you think I make? Do you know?
What, like
okay. How much do you think I make? Same?
Is it more or less? I forget.
It's much less. Yeah.
That should be illegal in 2024.
I made when I was an intern. I went up.
Dude.
And I took a bigger job with a higher title, but because I'm in PR, they were like, they pushed me back down.
You know what I'll tell you? I'll give you 2 pieces of advice. 1, get a new job. 2, show up here on time. Treat this like a job and it'll soon become one. How about that?
I hate both.
How about that for a lesson learned today?
Lesson learned.
I think that concludes our episode.
I didn't say a word that I wanted to about our lives.
I just said dumb shit.
I didn't take it.
You didn't take it?
No.
Oh.
Because if I take the Adderall and then I'm less like fun and I'm business, then I'm going back to the seating chart.
Right.
I don't want to go back. And if I'm on Adderall, future me wants to go back.
Right. Adderall does kind of make everyone less fun and very, very detail oriented.
Yeah, it's not like I'm like being so fun right now. I'm like having like a
meltdown on the podcast.
Yeah, like you're all seeing it. Remember, Natalie's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No."
Yeah, you do seem like something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Something is wrong.
Okay. Well, we'll figure out maybe the next episode.
We might, but probably won't.
Okay. It's more of a therapy thing.
It's more of us off the cam.
Off the cam.
But it's not even anything that deep.
Okay.
Love you guys.
Love you, chlo.
Love you, Em. Sorry, you guys.
Thanks for listening to Litty and Shitty in the Big Bad City.
Whether you were just cleaning your apartment, slaying at the gym, or strutting on these city streets, we're always grateful for your ears.
Be sure to follow or subscribe, tell a friend, and hey, leave a review. Lilas!
What?
Love you like a sister.
Oh, cute. Lilas!
Litty and shitty.